And we are live. Welcome for this weekly live stream on the latest and greatest news about Ethereum and DeFi. We do this every Monday at 11 p.m. UTC plus 8. If you don't know me, I'm Julian, your host, and on my channel, Edo Blogs, I teach blockchain development. And if you are a newbie on my channel and you want to become a professional blockchain developer, register for my free training. I put the link in the chat. And also some news of the Eat the Blocks token. So a few weeks I airdrop a token for the channel, and since then I haven't given news, so I'm working on a system to vote for the token. So this is gonna be a DAO app, and I still need to do some testing, but most likely it will go live this week. So don't forget about the token, it will be useful very soon. So hi everybody in the chat. We have Abracadabra, we have George Kenichi, we have Dixon, we have Dunkler Lord, we have Jeremy G. So we're gonna start with the price of Ether. So that wasn't a good week, unfortunately. So yeah, we increased very fast in the past few weeks, probably a little bit too fast. So I think that was a little bit too much euphoria in the market. So yeah, what happened just had to happen. We had a drop, but that's okay. You know, that's crypto. If you are new to crypto, you think that's the end of the world, that's the end of the bull market, blah blah blah. But no, if you've been in this for a while, you know that you shouldn't be afraid of that. It's totally expected. And it's also related to some negative tweets, especially of Elon Musk. We will see this later. So in terms of gas price, so recently the trend has been to go down for the gas price on Ethereum, and we know that this is so key because if we have high gas price, a lot of people are going to leave the platform. So we had a really good trend the past few weeks, but unfortunately this week it went up again. So then some news about Etherscan, the blockchain explorer for Ethereum. So they've added support for ENS name. So if you've never seen ENS name, it's basically addresses where you have a domain name. So maybe it can be like yourname.eth, something like this. So it's more clear than just the 0x plus all the gibberish. And so now on Etherscan, we have a support for ENS addresses, so it's a big improvement for usability. Also, other news for Etherscan, they have now reached Alexa top 1000 or top 100. I think it's top 1000, which means they are above in the 1000 most visited website on Earth. So that means there is an increasing interest for Ethereum, which is great. Then some news about Flashbot. So there is now 85% of the hash power of the Ethereum network that uses Flashbot, and the profits generated by Flashbot for miners reach $45 million. So Flashbot is a new system for the gas price bidding that works off-chain, and it allowed to reduce significantly the gas price on Ethereum over the past few weeks. And if you want to follow what's happening with Flashbot, you can check out this dashboard. Then we're going to continue with the market cap of DeFi. So of course, following the decrease in Ether, of course the market cap decreased a little bit. We were about to reach 90 billion and now we are closer to 80. In terms of the number of Ether in the system, we actually were on a downward trend, and now we are bouncing up a little bit. Now we also have some indicator for the number of Bitcoin locked in Ether, because thanks to project like Wrap Bitcoin, we start to have more and more Bitcoin in DeFi. So actually, number of Bitcoin locked in the system is going up. And really, when you see this total value locked, you can see we're really close to 100 billion. So I really think it's just a matter of weeks before we reach this. Okay, so next, let's see the bigger winner and loser for the DeFi coin. So Aave Token of Aave is doing really well. Yearn Finance, yeah, no, sorry, Aave. This is actually the new ticker. This is the old ticker here. Um, then Sushi Swap's doing well. Yeah, I think Sushi Swap has been really undervalued because we saw some a lot of price action for Uniswap, but Sushi hasn't been doing great, at least for the price action, and I don't see any reason for that because Sushi is a great project as well. But all in all, it wasn't too great. Oh yeah, so another thing I've noticed about CoinGecko is that it seems like we are missing some coins. So for example, I know that it was a great week for Polygon, so formerly known as Matic. I think they grew of 60 or 80%. So I'm going to do some comparison with the other dashboard because it seems like CoinGecko misses some coin. Yeah, so what about the loser? So we had way more loser than gainer this week because that was a bad week for crypto. Alpaca Finance, a yield aggregator. Wex, never heard about that one. Let me see. 1inch, which is a DEX aggregator on Ethereum. Ampleforce, a stable coin. Yeah, so a lot of PancakeSwap, so a lot of red this week. So I mean, I don't panic. I like it when I see a lot of red. It means that you have a lot of discounts. So yeah, just a buying opportunity for me. Okay, so next we are going to continue with news for DeFi project, and we're going to start with Balancer. So Balancer V2 is live, and the main feature is a reduced gas fee up to 50%. And so if you never heard of Balancer, this is basically a more sophisticated Uniswap that allow you to do some sophisticated liquidity pool. You can basically do some sort of automated investment fund on the blockchain with Balancer, and I think this is going to be the backend of more and more DeFi project, and they have really high ambition. Balancer wants to be the first decentralized exchange on Ethereum, so they basically want to be the new Uniswap. So I'm super excited of all these new projects that are going to be built on Balancer V2. Then some news about Uni, the token of Uniswap. So Vitalik Buterin made a proposal so that Uni, the governance token of Uniswap, be used as an Oracle token to create a new kind of Oracle for Ether USD. So why we need this? So stablecoin need an Oracle for the price of Ether USD. So currently the Oracle of Uniswap, they are only for assets that are on the blockchain. So for example, we have Oracle for Ether USDC, but this is not sufficient to have this. To do stablecoin, we actually need to have the price of crypto token versus fiat. So in order to do this, we can already use Chainlink, and it's great, but Vitalik thinks that there is a room for a more simple alternative, which is specialized in high value and a use case that are okay with a high latency. So he thinks that the Uni token is in a great position to create this Oracle, mainly because it has a high market cap. And in the design of this new Oracle, it would be very costly to do an attack because the attack is correlated to the market cap of the token. So yeah, in the past, Vitalik Buterin has launched a lot of ideas that were later implemented by builder in the space. For example, Uniswap itself, originally it was a post of Vitalik Buterin. So it's very likely that Uniswap is going to act on this suggestion. Then some news from Binance Smart Chain. So on Twitter, I find this graph. So that's basically that gives you the top coin on Binance Smart Chain by developer activity. So PancakeSwap among the first one, ZeroX. I wasn't even aware that they were on Binance Smart Chain. So that can give you some idea if you want to buy some coin on Binance Smart Chain. Then some news of PancakeSwap. So there was a new record for the number of active users for PancakeSwap. They reached 1.7 million active users, so it's now the biggest decentralized exchange in front of Uniswap, largely because Binance Smart Chain has lower fee. But now with Uniswap v3 that has just launched, maybe that we're going to see Uniswap going back to the first place, especially since Uniswap v3 is also going to be on a sidechain of Ethereum with a lower transaction fee. Then we have news of a DeFi protocol called BEARN that was hacked $11 million. So the hack is still under investigation. Another hack for this week, X token that was hacked for $25 million. Then some news about NFT. So we're gonna talk of CryptoPunk. So there was a bundle of CryptoPunk that was sold for $17 million in an auction of Christie's. So Christie's already did a couple of auctions for NFT. So if you never heard of CryptoPunk, this is one of the first NFT project on the Ethereum blockchain. So back in 2017, there were tens of thousands of these characters that were given away for free. So CryptoPunk looked like this. So at that time, nobody really cared, and it got a little bit forgotten. But there was still a community that kept living for this CryptoPunk. And recently, with the NFT hype, basically NFT came back to in the highlight, and so there was a vibrant community that suddenly got so interested in this CryptoPunk, and their price went up like crazy, and a lot of people forgot they had some CryptoPunk, and all of a sudden some of them realized that they became millionaire. So yeah, the interest for CryptoPunk keeps being very, very strong, and the creator of the CryptoPunk launched a new project called Meatbits, and it basically looked like a sort of 3D version of CryptoPunk. And so they already sold for $80 million of these NFTs. So these guys are doing really well. Then we have another NFT sale of Merriam-Webster. So that's a dictionary, and they sold an NFT of the definition of an NFT. So it's like an NFT squared. Very, very smart. Okay, so next, some news from Tether. So last week there was a new episode in the saga of Tether. So Tether revealed the breakdown of its reserve for the first time, and it's a really big deal because Tether is the biggest stablecoin in circulation with 57 billion outstanding. So it's really crucial that people keep trusting Tether, because otherwise we're going to see a giant wave of liquidation in DeFi, and it's going to get really, really ugly. So let's see what are these reserves. There is a nice chart somewhere here. Okay, so we can see that they only have 3.87% in cash. The rest is mostly short-term debt. So we also call this money market instruments. And so we see, so to be more specific, these short-term debt instruments, we have treasury bills. It's basically a government bonds, reverse repo. So that one is yeah, it's a little bit like short-term bonds. Also commercial paper. So this is the bulk of it. So commercial paper, these are big companies that need some money for their treasury, maybe to pay, for example, to pay some salaries. But usually the maturity is very, very short. It's lower than 1 year. So these are usually very safe because the maturity is short, and the people who borrow with this bond are usually really, really big companies. So really, this in this breakdown, nothing is very risky. But some people freaked out knowing that only 3.87% was in cash. But you have to know that for large amounts, it's really normal to invest in something. You don't just keep cash. It's just called good treasury management. So we also do it in DeFi. For example, we start to have some DEXs that invest their liquidity in lending protocols to increase the yield of liquidity providers. Also, you have to know that all the stablecoins have not disclosed their reserve, so you cannot really compare Tether to other centralized stablecoin at the moment, like USDC. So there wasn't any drop in the price of Tether, so that really show you that the majority of investors have no problem with the treasury of Tether. So no panic, no problem. All right, so next, some news from Binance. So Binance is being investigated by the US Department of Justice and the IRS. So Binance is famous for not accepting US customers, and they also recently hired some people used to be regulators to make sure that they are compliant with US law. So you might think that Binance is low risk, but it might not be enough. So, and actually I have my conspiracy theory about this. I already mentioned this before. So this is a conspiracy theory. Okay, I don't know if it's true, but it's not impossible. So it's basically there is something in the US which is called economic warfare, where basically the US government is suspected to, in some cases, to launch some bogus investigation when you want to force some foreign company to sell to US companies. For example, the Alstom, which is a French company, Alstom was investigated a couple of years ago because of some supposed corruption of some of its executive. And when the guy flew to the US, he was arrested, and for a couple of years he was in jail. And basically the thing they accuse him of, it had absolutely no relationship with the US. And later we suspect that they did this to basically intimidate some top executive at Alstom and basically force them to sell to a General Electric. And it's not the first time that this happened. It's already happened with some other companies. So since Coinbase just did the IPO and now they have a lot of cash on their hand, they have more than 100 billion, they could probably use that money to buy Binance. So one possibility would be that the US government tried to intimidate Binance, try to intimidate some of the executive, and basically do some secret deal, tell them, look, like, we're gonna stop all the investigation, but you have to sell to Coinbase. So of course I have no privilege, no insider information to justify this, but it wouldn't be impossible. It's not impossible at all. Okay, so then we're gonna talk of Bitcoin. So Elon Musk announced that Tesla will stop accepting payment in Bitcoin. The main reason is because of concerns over the energy consumption for Bitcoin mining. Later, Elon Musk also suggested that Tesla might also sell its Bitcoin holding, and it's really sent shockwaves in the crypto community, because so far Elon Musk has been one of the most famous figures in the business world to support Bitcoin. So that was really a big reason for the decrease, not only of Bitcoin, but of the whole crypto market, including Ethereum. So we don't need to stress too much about this. You know, it was cool to have the support of Elon Musk for a while, but you know, crypto was already doing well before Elon Musk was supportive. So we will do well without him. That's not a problem at all. I'm not really worried. Next, some news about Dogecoin. So Elon Musk was very active on Twitter last week, and he proposed to do an upgrade to Dogecoin to make it more efficient. His tweets, of course, sent Dogecoin to the moon. But you know, at this point, okay, well, his tweets may move the market now, but from now on, I don't really take him seriously anymore for crypto, because I don't know if he's joking or if he just decided to become a troll. So yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about what he says on crypto Twitter. Next, some news of another cryptocurrency called the SHIB tokens. So this is a new crypto which is described as a Doge killer. And Vitalik was airdropped half of the supply in a marketing stunt, even though he asked for nothing. So he gave some of it to a charity, and for the rest, which was about $6 billion, he burned it. Yes, that means he burned $6 billion just to show that it's worthless. Wow, just wow. how many people would have done this? Like, you can have $6 billion for free, and no, you don't take it. Well, in reality, he probably wouldn't be able to sell for 6 billion, because if he did this, since he had 50% of the supply, he would have really killed the market. But still, he lost a lot of money, and he did it just because he didn't believe in his token. So yeah, it's really, really commendable. Okay, so next, some news for developer. We're gonna talk of Infura and Truffle. So Infura and Truffle now support Polygon. So Polygon, if you never heard what it is, it's a sidechain of Ethereum, and we're going to see a lot of DeFi projects that move there because it has a lower transaction fee. So it's probably time for some Polygon tutorial on my channel, because now we have all the development tools that support it. So yeah, probably going to do some tutorial about this. Okay, so next, some news about Alchemy, which is an API for Ethereum developer. So they created a new API for historical token transfer. So I quote the article: imagine if there was a method that could answer how much Ether Sushi USDT has Vitalik Buterin sent to Elon Musk. Well, with Alchemy Transfer API, now you can do this in a single API call. You can fetch historical transaction for any address and any token without having to scan the entire chain for each of your users. So that's huge. That's really very, very convenient, because scanning the whole blockchain, if you want to know the whole transfer amount, is not very, very easy. Then some news from ETH Global. So there is an upcoming hackathon for DeFi in June. So hackathon are really a great way to get noticed, find a job, find funding if you want to launch your own project. And I published an interview of a team who won an NFT hackathon a couple of weeks ago. So if you want some inspiration, check it out. It's not for total beginner. I don't recommend hackathon to people who are just getting started, because in a hackathon you will be in a team with other developers who are not total beginners. So if you're beginners, you're gonna slow down everybody. So yeah, first do some tutorials on my channel, for example, and in a few months when you feel you are better, then you can go participate for some hackathon. And finally, still ETH Global. So there were another hackathon for scaling Ethereum, and they've announced to the 12 finalists. So if you are really into scaling, and scaling is super important, check out the name of this project, because we might hear about them more in the future. All right, so back to the question. I'm going to do the Q&A now. Quickly back to my free training for how to become a professional blockchain developer. If you are new here and you wonder how you can become a professional blockchain developer and find your first blockchain job, take this training. It's free. I put the link in the chat. Okay, so I scroll up in the chat. Wow, we have a lot of activity today. This is amazing. Okay, so let me start from the beginning. Okay, so flip the coin. Hi man, we have Dan. Oh yeah, so Dan, the guy is very, very important. We have a new member in my team, also Dan Biton, in the chat. So probably we'll do another video to introduce him. But as I mentioned recently, I'm hiring some teacher to do some blockchain course on Eat the Blocks, and so Dan, he's the guy who manages. So you're probably gonna hear about Dan more in the future. Okay, so who else do we have? So we have PLV, we have HZ, hello from Austria, we have Batman, we have Jules, THX, okay, Amazing Vanny. What could be nice would be a way to delegate voting power to representative or a delegate of some sort. You mean for the voting system of Eat the Blocks? You mean? I think that's what you mean. Interesting concept. So at the beginning, I'm just going to do it simple, where you just vote directly. But after, maybe we could have a system like this. Okay. I see some German in the chat today. We have some friend from Germany. We have Hugo Chavez in the chat. THX, did you know that Tesla stopped accepting Bitcoin purchase? Yes. Yeah, but I'm not too worried about this, I mean, Bitcoin was never really supposed to be used as payment. It's more a store of value anyway. Yeah, it's not a... I didn't know. Abracadabra is German. I didn't know that. All right. Dixon Fado, why does Tesla accepted of Bitcoin even matter? Yes, exactly. It's not like Bitcoin was meant to just buy Tesla. People are still so uneducated about this tech. Yeah, it's true. Dogecoin will be replacing Bitcoin on the Tesla side. Maybe. Dixon, doesn't Chainlink Oracle already provide that functionality? It allows you to query for prices on the blockchain. Yes, but the Chainlinks are not very easy to use. So I think Vitalik here suggest a more simple alternative that might be enough for a simple use case. Abracadabra, question for Julian Man. Aren't you bored of getting all the bear market message from people who never saw bear market? Yeah, I mean, I'm used to it now. I just don't react too much when people tell me, do you think it's the end of crypto? Blah blah blah. I mean, I don't really try to time the market. It's okay if there is a top and I miss it, and then there is a crash and I don't sell my token. It's okay because I'm in this in the long term, and so I can sell some of my token in the next bull run. I don't need to sell in this one. So yeah, I'm really in this in the long term. So I'm not too stressed if there is a crash in the near future. And I really encourage you guys to be in blockchain really for the long term. That's how you're gonna really benefit from it. Okay, Dixon, THX, yeah, this Elon is such a troll. Check his tweet from yesterday. Yeah, at this point he became a troll. Totally agree. Mohamed, what do you think of Cardano? Nothing special. It's too little, too late. Yeah, just nothing special. No. Then when do we have Christopher? Just flew my first live stream. Great to be here. Yes, welcome, Christopher. Interstellar said, don't sell your soul. Solana. Yeah, I just started to check the documentation of Solana. It seems complicated. I probably do a tutorial on it at some point, but yeah, I don't see Solana taking off like other blockchain. Clearly not. With a smart contract in Rust, no way. All right. Okay, I need to improve my German game because there is a lot of German tonight in the chat. Lyosha, what's happening with Optimism? Does anyone know? I don't think there was any special news this week. They are doing fine. It's one of the leading sidechain for Ethereum with Polygon, but now really the number one that we hear the most about is Polygon. And by the way, I think the Matic token is going to go to the moon. Amazing, Vanny. Many centralized exchange invest their user crypto, but apparently lack tight risk management, to put it mildly. Yeah, it's very possible. Mike Amiri, DApp dev job. What do you mean? Do you have a question more specific? If you check the last video on my channel, I interview the founder of Crypto Job List, which is the top job list in crypto. So if you want to find more info about blockchain dev job, check out this video. My Crypto TV, are the current fees on Ethereum going to make you flee to another blockchain? So the token of Eat the Blocks was deployed on Binance Smart Chain because of the transaction fee problem, but in the future we might move this token back to Ethereum or to a sidechain. Yeah, but I just wanted to make it simple and choose Binance Smart Chain. Okay, what else do we have? Anton, hey, what's your opinion on Balancer technology? How does it compare to other popular DeFis? Yeah, it's one of the most advanced decentralized exchange. contrary to many other DeFi projects, they're doing some true innovation, which is great. Basically, Balancer can be used if you want to do something complex. If you want something more simple, Uniswap is probably better. But it has a lot of potential, especially with the V2. Yeah, I think I think right now it's Uniswap number 1, SushiSwap number 2 on Ethereum, but I think in the future Balancer is going to replace SushiSwap. Yeah. Then what do we have? Okay, I lost myself in the chat. I lost myself in the chat. 1 second, guys. 1 second, guy. I need to get back on track. One sec. Is there any good layer 2 project apart from Polygon? Yeah. Optimism, XDAI. What else? Yeah, these are the main one. And what is the point of MakerCoin? Is just for governing DAI. Yeah, it's also used in the stablecoin system. It's basically, if there is a depegging relative to dollars, some of it can be created or minted or burnt. So yeah, it's also used in the pegging mechanism. In the okay, well, I'm having some trouble saying your name. Sorry, man. Indira Rajit. When Ethereum will recover? I mean, come on. We just started to have a dive, so maybe the dive will continue for another week or two, and then it will be back up. But yeah, it is too soon to say. But yeah, long term, I'm not worried. Zishan, can you please make a video how Ethereum L2 scalability work, like Polygon Matic, Harmony One? Yeah, Polygon will probably do it. Yeah. Abracadabra saying Elrond. Elrond, I'm not sure if they have anything special really. Elton. Okay, no, this is in German. I can't read this. Yeah, Dan Beaton saying hi to everybody. Happy to be part of this great adventure. Yes, and I'm very happy to have you in the team, Dan. Anton, what do you think of Synthetix project? Yeah, it's a very important project, especially recently it was used to bring some off-chain assets into Ethereum. Especially we had Wall Street DApp that was launched on Ethereum. It's basically a decentralized investment fund, but for stocks, not for on-chain asset. And the only way to do this was to use Synthetix assets. That's basically token that track the price of some stocks, and this was done through Synthetix. So very, very important project to bring traditional finance into the blockchain, and also for derivatives. Synthetix is very important. Fish Fat saying, made my first Binance Smart Chain token last night thanks to you. Cheers. Great. We have Hugo Chavez in the chat. Yes, absolutely. HD, there is the Ethereum apprenticeship. I don't know what is this. What else? What else do we have? Dixon, it's never the end of crypto. Yes, exactly. You know, like crypto always comes back stronger. Like how many times in the past we had naysayer, like negative people, the media, etc., saying, "Oh, that's the end." Okay, Bitcoin minus 90%. In 2013, we had some crazy crash like this, and in the end, crypto always came back stronger, a little bit less volatile than before, with more user, more money, etc. So yeah, now crypto is never going to die. Amez is asking, how much time do I need to become an experienced blockchain developer? Well, it depends on your background, but I would say if you are already a web dev, probably in a few months. Otherwise, it can be 6 months or a bit more. Yeah, but for most people, a few months is enough. All right, abracadabra question for Julian. Did you notice the Vitalik gave back the Shiba token to the dev of Shiba? Actually, yeah. So I mentioned this. I think he burned the token, which mean yeah, he just basically put the coin to the trash, basically. um, Question for Julian: any bullish news which could drive the price up? Very very good question. Well, the bullish news will be when we start to have some big DeFi project on Ethereum that have some traction on either Optimism or Polygon, and this is gonna happen this summer. I think this is gonna be a big one. Other than that, for more general news, probably around this summer we're expecting one of the first Bitcoin ETF to be approved, so that's gonna be a really big one. What else do we have? We have inflation going up. The inflation in the US this year is expected to be 3.5%. So probably we're going to see some money going from fiat to crypto because more and more investors start to realize that the value of their fiat is going down a lot this year because of inflation. So I think inflation is good for crypto. Gilles saying when the blockchain security course will be available. Yes, good question. So yeah, maybe next month. Actually, it will probably not be a full course, but it's probably going to be a live training because we are going to launch a series of live training. That's basically it's going to be a 1 hour live stream where either me or other teacher teach something very specific, and at the end there is a Q&A, except it is not going to be on YouTube. This is going to be on in the blogs, and so I think one of these live streams will be about blockchain security. Then what do we have? M Lutero, Julian, can you provide some liquidity for your token? Yes, good question. So first, I will focus on the voting DApp, basically the DAO. I hope to put it online this week. After that, I will take care of the probably next step will be staking. And after that, probably we can start to look at the liquidity. Yeah, but first I want to focus really on the utility of the token. Abracadabra balancer is cool because you don't have to pull only 2 tokens. You can pull max 8. Not sure how many. Yes, so actually the Wall Street Bet DApp is implemented with a balancer pool. So that's why they have 8 stocks in their index, because this is the max of balancer. Joseph, I can claim my ETB token with the address I provided. Any help here? So you can send an email at julian@idleblocks.com and I will see what I can do. Mike saying do a blockchain security course. Yes, we will do this. Abracadabra, the Elrond was related to the MicroDAO. Elrond, Cartesi, and more are under direct control of the MicroDAO, not just that. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so now I want to do some more research on that. Fishfat, any place to volunteer to help a project? I'm new to the dev space and I want to learn more. So it's a bit difficult to answer you in general, but basically check out the new DeFi project that are being created, and if you like one of them, you start to hang out in their community and start to ask if you can do anything, and most likely they will have some task. Doesn't matter if you want to do some code, if you want to help with the marketing. In general, they are more than happy to have a volunteer. And this can actually end up in a real job, even if this is a fully decentralized project. Chocolate salty balls. Doesn't Binance make synthetics redundant as they are doing the same thing and bigger player in the game? No, because Binance is... Do you mean Binance the exchange or Binance Smart Chain? Binance the exchange is centralized. Even Binance Smart Chain is also centralized. So they can do a centralized alternative, but this is this is going to appeal to some users who don't care so much about decentralization, but Synthetix is the real deal because this is decentralized. Abracadabra, question for Julian. Any news about ETF for Bitcoin or ETH in USA? I just know that last week there was a new application for an ETF for Ether. And I also know that the SEC is supposed to answer in the next 2 months for some of the ongoing application. So we're gonna have some more info about this very, very soon. And if this is positive, it's gonna be bigger than the tweet of Elon Musk. I can tell you that. Phone boost. If you can choose only one token to put $5,000 on, what it would be? It would be Matic. Yeah, for sure. Which is now has been rebranded into Polygon. Chocolate is saying Canada has Bitcoin ETF. Yes, so yeah, it's good to put some pressure on Wall Street. Then what do we have? I own BTC ETF in Canada, so I don't pay taxes on my Bitcoin gain. Very good, very smart. Lyosha, what is your backup in case Ethereum fails for whatever reason? I really don't think it will fail. And even if Ethereum, the network, would fail, Ethereum, the technology, would prevail. Because really, you have so many copycat of Ethereum that use the technology of Ethereum. So I think the technology itself cannot fail. No way. Then. Whoa, Wall Street DApp, the yield there is just insane. Oh, really? Oh, I should have bought some. Victor Liu, hi, do you offer a monthly subscription plan to access your courses on EdoBlocks? No, I used to a long time ago, but it's not the case anymore. UCX token was exploded by Flash Loan. X token going to reimburse maybe. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we see more and more of this protocol who reimburse the hack. Then, abracadabra question for Julian. Man, do you think about Certic? Seems like they are approving weird project. I don't have any opinion about them. I just know there are many security companies. Some of the most reputable one are, for example, you have Open Zeppelin. I think Consensus also. They have one. Certic. I don't think they are among the most famous. Yeah. Do you advise companies and help and launch their token? We are launching soon a utility token, so I might do it in the future. Currently, I don't do it. Yeah. Do you have any videos or classes on DeFi strategy, way to calculate LPI? Okay, so I have a video on how to calculate LPY on the channel, and I have a course on DeFi. It's called DeFi Mastery. Yeah. Batman, smash that like button, everyone. Thanks, Batman. Meha, hello, I randomly find you in my recommendation. Yeah, you have a very good recommendation. Yeah. HD, can I start the Solidity course with no previous programming experience? Or should I learn Java or Python first? So I think you are talking of my course, a 6-figure blockchain developer. So if you take the Jumpstarter package, there was an add-on on web development for people who are total newbies. So I recommend to take this, and even with no programming experience, you can make it. What else? Yuvraj, hey Julian, the heck is happening with Ethereum right now? Yeah, don't panic. It's mostly related to the crazy tweet of Elon Musk. So it's fine. You can keep crashing. This is crypto, like minus 10, 20, minus 30%, even minus 40%. Who cares? I'm not selling, okay? I am not selling. Anton, do you think to start making DApp reviews from your subscriber to provide some feedback, good practice, etc.? I haven't thought about it. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, I need to think about it, but I like the idea. Very good idea. Mersona, hey Julian, what would be your comments about that stack for that React plus TypeScript plus Redux? Okay, so Redux, I think with the some recent updates to React, I think it's less used now because now a lot of the state management is being done in React. TypeScript, if you are doing really a big project and you know what you're doing, you can use it. But if this is a quick prototype and maybe you don't know TypeScript this much, careful because TypeScript can really slow you down. Yeah, so it really, really depends on your context. What else? THX, did you know that hackathon website Hack Money reminds me of the 80s? Yeah, I think it's their theme. Yeah, I love that design. Really good design. Abracadabra, ETB token to the moon. Yes. Hey, Mosquito Balls. Hey, do you think X Sigma has potential? Never heard of it. Mosquito Balls. It's DeFi backed by Nasdaq company. Will host NFT marketplace. Okay, no, I need to do some research. The real Jason C. Julian, don't sell. Yes, I don't sell. Yeah. Kiran Code. I am an experienced full stack developer with experience in Java and JavaScript. Is it a good idea to change from web development to blockchain developer? Please suggest. Yeah, because web development is much more generalist, and as a web developer, I mean, you'll be doing fine, but you'll be more of a commodity. There is a clear market price for web development, and there are like a ton of developers on the market already, whereas for blockchain development it's much more specific. The number of blockchain developers is much smaller, and at the same time the demand is very high, so that's why the salary are much higher. In terms of salary, the kind of salary you can have as a blockchain developer are at least 20-30% above what you would get as a web developer, and even more if you start to specialize as a security specialist or as a DeFi specialist. So yeah, if you want to improve your career, that's clear that I recommend blockchain. Also at a personal level, I think it's much more exciting to be building the financial system of the future instead of just working on the web in general. Yeah. All right. Dixon saying, never sell, take it to the grave. Yes. Exactly. Abracadabra will cut this part out. I'm not selling and make a meme. Yes, exactly. Ical Missimo. Monero sounds like a good project, but for some reason the price and market cap are still pretty low. Did I miss something? I mean, Monero is a great project for privacy coins, but I think a couple of months ago there was a wave of exchanges that started to unlist Monero because a lot of government were very, very against it because this is so private that it's really targeted by government who don't want criminals to use it. So Monero, I think in terms of regulatory risk, I would say it's pretty high. Also, they don't have smart contract capability, so they basically help to develop some interesting ideas for privacy on the blockchain, but I don't think that they have a lot of potential in terms of user base. Yeah. Alex Lane, SafeMoon thought, lol. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a live training on SafeMoon. As actually it's gonna be next week, next Tuesday. I'm going to announce this to people who are on my mailing list. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a live training for how to create a token that's gonna be a clone of SafeMoon. Lyosha, thanks for the great stream as usual. Yeah, my pleasure. Fox Rayman, hey man, Julian, do you know DXL platform? I don't know, no. Kadir, do you think that market is overflooded by new coins? What is the best strategy to be successful if you create new coins? Wow, it's very very difficult question. Yeah, now, there is a lot of new coin that are just copy paste of others. So the best is that you can be inspired by some existing coin, but ideally you want to bring something new. Yeah, that's for sure. Abracadabra, thanks for the stream, Julian. Viva la eat the blocks. Yes, thanks, Abracadabra. Rezaga, hello sir, I'm your fan from Indonesia. Awesome, welcome. Mosquito Balls, X Sigma is an all-time low. Highest price was $88. Nice, $1. Wow, doesn't seem too great. Dixon, did you get a chance to check SunSwap? No, I did not. F1. Hi all, is there a blockchain developer wanting to join a crypto project? Feel free to contact. Okay, so if you want to find some employee, some partner, some volunteer, you can ask in the Facebook group of Eat the Blocks. You find the link in the header of the channel. Mosquito Boss, I think the market is overloaded with new coin. That's the reason for ETH crashing. Altcoin season, everybody buying new coin with ETH and BNC. Yeah, I don't think this is the end of the bull market. I really don't think so. Ryan Rodriguez, pretty new to blockchain. Where can I start with blockchain development? Have good experience with Java, React. So you can take my free training. It will explain you what you need to learn to become a blockchain developer. I put the link in the chat. Vele, SafeMoon Cash. Yeah, I will do a live training on SafeMoon. Mersona, I'm a noob, but I'm not surprised to see that state is managed within React only today. Okay, so technical question. It's annoying to handle it among multiple deep component. Thanks a lot for your feedback. Yeah, no problem. Alright guys, I think we are reaching the end of the stream. That was great to see so much activity in the chat today. And yeah guys, so have a great week and I will see you later on the channel. Have a great week. Bye guys.